This week we're making big plans for a small patio and a young family who loves to entertain outdoors.
No, never to give me too much slack.
Gotta keep you on a short leash.
And this is very common to have cracks in a patio like this, but there's a very interesting way to make it look like it's just about brand new.
Okay.
So you might consider that.
I'm getting some mortar mix ready to repair the damaged brick wall.
You know, a lot of times when you're doing any kind of brick laying or brick repair, you have to bring out a load of sand, either having it delivered or bring it out on a trailer. Then you have to have the mortar mix. Then you have to make sure that you have the right ratio of sand and mortar. With pre-mixed mortar like this, you don't have to worry about that at all. Just make sure you put enough water in it for the right working consistency. So what we'll do is we'll just put mortar in here, and because it's so thick, just let it sit for just a little while before we put the bricks in it. While I'm doing that and getting things ready, I'm gonna set you up with this fancy thing here. That is to go along, and you can try all kinds of little tools, but the best thing, work with just your hands and fill in every little crack and crevice that you see to keep water out of it. I see several here, and you want to make sure you keep it up, you know, off the concrete there.
In addition to a few small repairs, I also have to create a new brick column to finish out the new opening we created. To prepare patio.
One thing is inevitable is that concrete will crack. If you have a concrete patio, it may look this bad, and you'll be surprised at how simple the process is to make this look almost like it's brand new.
You begin by cleaning out all of the debris from these crevices so that the patching material can attach itself well to the concrete. In this case, we're using QUIKRETE concrete resurfacer to repair the cracks and to coat the patio. For the cracks, I'm using a trowel to force the material into the voids and smooth off the surface. Once that dries, we mix up another batch of resurfacer, this time a little thinner for coating the slab. Justin pours it directly onto the concrete while I begin spreading it with a squeegee to create an even layer, about 1/8 of an inch thick, over the whole patio.
You gonna get your tape measure out and measure 1/8 of an inch?
I can feel it.
Okay.
Why don't you look at that right there? Look how cool that is. You know, using a big rubber squeegee like that to spread out the resurfacer, I gotta admit, that's pretty fun.
When the material begins to thicken up, I drag a broom across the surface to give it a skid-resistant finish. This becomes more tricky as we pull the broom over the longer distance, and we have to improvise a bit to make it work.
Okay, give me some slack.
Okay.
We're coming. No, not that much slack. Pull it up, pull it up. Pull it up.
I'm sorry. I was flying a kite.
You know never to give me too much slack.
Gotta keep you on a short leash. I like that I am in control of the string, which really limits how much he can move around. So he's on a short leash.
You know, it really is pretty amazing, isn't it?
It really does look like we just poured a new slab.
I know it. And all of this work in just a couple hours.
And we'll be able to walk on it in a couple hours.
I know it. We'll finish this whole thing up tomorrow.
I'm so excited.
Because the resurfacer is thicker where the cracks were repaired, those areas remain darker than the rest of the patio. As it fully cures over the next month, those lines will fade away.
We love it. It's awesome.